that's worth more than peace and love on the planet Earth. Well, come on and sing it with me. The words relate to the key. If it's a pattern, then repeat and repeat after me. Life and death and love and birth and life and death, love and birth. And you sing me, fa, mi, ti, la, and peace and more on the planet Earth. Hey, hey. I guess we already know. We've all got something to fear. We've all got nowhere to go. I think you're all insane, but I guess I am too. Anybody would be if they were stuck on Earth with you. Love and peace and war on the planet. Is there anything that's worth more? Is there anything that's worth more? Is there anything that's worth more? Life and death, love, peace, war, planet Earth. It's Thursday. It's a Thursday quarantine stream. Can you believe it? Oh my god. We are starting a little late. A lot of stuff going on. So I don't have my camera on right now because I'm on my desktop. But I'm just gonna go on a little bit. Anyway, hello. It's Thursday. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock on a Thursday. A little late, but welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? How's it going? I'm tired. You just been listening to some of my music. As with the past few streams, I'm gonna try and do the pre and post music, all stuff that I've done. So I might have to dig up some stuff, so it's not just the same things all the time, but we'll see. As always, the intro track is my version of Peace and Love on the Planet Earth from Steven Universe. Before that you heard from the soothing sounds of Kenneth Satan, his trumpet quartet arrangement of the 12 Days of Christmas. And you know, folks, it's just getting to be about that time of year, isn't it? There's something merry in the air, a little bit of something nipping at your nose, and you know that holiday spirit really gets even the Scroogiest of Scrooges feeling something, doesn't it? But yeah, that was the arrangement I did like 5 years ago. It's been a while. Holy shit. That was done in between my last 2 semesters of undergrad, because I had been spending all that semester working on my recital music. And so while I was sick, and doing like some finals and stuff, I was like, fuck, I'm going to do a Christmas thing and not think about my recital music. And I did that in like a couple days while I was sick. It was fun. It was cool. But it's been a minute. And yeah, I'll talk about it in a second. But yeah, a little bit of I'll talk about all that momentarily. It's gonna be a shorter one because lunch or dinner's coming up soon. Because I had to start late because I was making different phone calls and trying to figure things out. So in the last like half an hour of the stream, it's probably just gonna be like an hour. Last half hour, I'm gonna work on this a little bit. And talk about what I'm going to try to do this year, which I haven't been able to do for the past few years for various reasons. Before then, I might have mentioned, doing stuff, buying a car, and it's just been a wild time. I feel like I want to make a whole stream about, like, you know, what not to do when it comes to buying a car. Buying a car. Do and don't. Here's what I learned. Do research multiple vehicles in the class, which I did. So I'll give myself, how do I give myself like a check? I'm gonna say that was good. I did that. Or how about this? I checked that off. Or I was looking for something with some space. I test drive multiple vehicles / multiple dealers. I did that. The first thing you should do is set a budget, which I did and I didn't. So I'm gonna leave that one. I had a budget, but I was kind of able to move around that with some help. So set a budget, and with that, be real about financing. I did that because I didn't finance. I just paid for it. Look up common issues with make / model, which I did. As we know, Toyotas, Hondas, good cars. But other manufacturers can make solid cars. You just have to learn about, are there particular issues with a certain model year, with a certain component? Because I was looking at different things. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a 4-cylinder car. They got a lot of these 4-cylinder cars that are they got turbo, so it's a smaller engine that's putting out more power, by a certain efficiency of design, but it's more pressure in the engine, and as far as I understand, a more likelihood of issues than a standard naturally aspirated engine. Now, if you don't know what all these things mean, if you're gonna buy a car, you should learn what these things mean. So I'll also learn a little about how cars work. Cars / car repairs work. Because you want to know how expensive it is going to be to repair your car, because maybe you like there's different kinds of transmissions. Usually we're just like, okay, it's an automatic transmission in America. That's usually what you're going to get. Very few people are doing standard manual transmission in America. It's very like a specialized thing. Most people are doing automatics, but there are different kinds of automatic transmissions that operate differently and may wear differently, or even more importantly, cost differently to repair and maintain. So I went for the normal automatic, like 6-speed automatic, where these days you got things with continuously variable transmission or dual clutch or whatever, that operate differently and may have you get a different bill when it comes time to sort out some of those issues if if your car has those issues, or maybe you haven't been servicing it regularly or whatever. But I learned a lot about cars in the past few weeks as I was looking up things about the, take your time, which I kind of did and didn't, because I've been thinking about it for a few months. But when it came time to actually go and get the car, I only took a few days at dealers and trying different cars, and I did let some urgency in, because my old car, the registration and smog check was due, and I was like, if I can sell my old car, because I was gonna trade in, but they're not gonna give you any money for a trade in, so I was like, okay, I'll sell it and have the next person. Basically, it was more like my car was basically handed down to me, and I'm basically continued to hand it down. It's got a lot of miles, but it's an old Honda, and it should last for many miles to come, and I wish it well. But I didn't want to bother paying registration and stuff on a car that I wasn't gonna be using for much longer, so I let that factor into my decisions. Take your time and stuff like that. Don't believe everything the dealer says, which, yeah, they had a lot. They tried to sell me on a bunch of add-ons that they were already on the car, and I was like, hell no. Eventually, they cut some of them out, and some of them they're like, oh, they're already on there. So I ended up taking it anyway, just because the price after fees and taxes still ended up being lower than the list price of the same vehicle at other places, and it's certified. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Don't believe everything dealer says. Don't finance out of your means. Like, if you can't put any money down in a car and it's going to take you like 10 years to pay it off, just don't do it. Don't let dealer push you. Again, I kind of failed on that, because I could have played a little more hardball. I could have really just walked away and said, hey, I'm going to have somebody else look at what you've given me and, take more time to think about it, and probably maybe gotten a little bit more of a better price, or been a little more confident. What else? Don't just take their word for everything. Do a thorough exam of vehicle before you buy, which, I'll say I did and didn't, because I test drove it. We looked at it. I looked under the hood a little bit. I don't know a ton about cars. But generally people say if it's certified, you don't have to worry as much, but still, it's a big investment. And if it doesn't cost you too much to have a third-party mechanic come in and take a look at the car, then I would say do it. I did take it to a local mechanic, a trustworthy local mechanic, afterwards, and they said it's fine. So, but once you sign the contract, maybe a little more difficult. Obviously, if they sell you a junk car, there's protections for that, and I would definitely look up like lemon law and car purchasing protections and legal stuff in your state before buying anything, which I'll put that on here. Do know the law for buying for vehicle purchase really know the law. I'm gonna say really know the lawful vehicle purchase, which I didn't. I didn't really. I knew a little bit, but I'm gonna say I didn't at the time of buying. Now afterwards, I know a lot more because I felt a little skeeved out, right? So I was like, I'm gonna look up different things, and there are different protections based on your state when you're purchasing a vehicle. So even if they say you bought it, is as is, whatever, so on and so forth, there's certain things that they can't misrepresent, and there's certain things they have to give you based on your vehicle. So in California, certified pre-owned in California. Car is certified pre-owned. Can't be junk, salvage. I believe it can't have any accidents. No accidents. Can't be junk, salvage, accidents. They have to disclose if it was rental / lease. You have to get an inspection record, because if it's certified, there has to be some sort of metric for certifying it, and so they have to be able to show that to you. You can't say it's certified when it isn't, and shouldn't have an open recall at time of sale. I believe, and then, obviously, whatever the manufacturer certification standards are going to be what they are. So that's kind of separate. I'll say plus. So if they're going to sell you something that's certified, it can't have been like, the title can't be like a salvage title. It can't have been a junk car or anything like that. They can't sell you a piece of crap and be like, it's certified. They have to tell you if it was rental. A lease, I believe. Mine was a rental. They have to give you an inspection record. I did not get one. I'm going in again, and hopefully they give it to me, because I was like, hey, I didn't get one of these. I'm just gonna play it nice and be like, oh, maybe you guys forgot. They can't say it's certified. They can't advertise that it's certified if it isn't. So if it's certified, if it's a manufacturer certification, it has to abide by all of those. So like certain dealers would be like, oh, there's 100 million points of inspection, and this and this part of the warranty is good on the car, and so on and so forth. And so if they say it's certified, they say it's manufacturer certified, which, as far as I understand, there's dealer certified and there's manufacturer certified. Dealer certified, I don't know if that means shit. Manufacturer certification is usually standard across like the world or whatever. So if they say it's certified, and you see something that's certified and it isn't, that's totally illegal. And my car maybe has a recall on it. I don't know. Maybe someone screwed that up too. But if they sell you a car and they say it doesn't have a recall, but they know it's got a recall, that's probably illegal too. So yeah. So know the law. No, as if you were like, if you're driving around, you're ready for the cops to stop you, and knowing your rights. You really have to know your rights as a consumer, as a purchaser, because they shouldn't. If they're smart, they wouldn't really push it with some of this stuff, because again, it's illegal. Like, but it helps to know. Do know taxes, fees in your city / county, which I didn't. No necessary documents, which I didn't, because I didn't get the inspection report. Thoroughly read each contract as if you were signing your life away. Which, again, I did and I didn't, because I thought I was reading thoroughly, but I did sign something about acknowledging some sort of recall, but I was like, oh, there's no recall, so it's no problem. However, it could be that because I signed that, they're not liable if they didn't disclose about a recall, because I was just assuming that there was no recall, which, again, there might be, there might not be. I don't know. I have to find out. There may be some sort of miscommunication or something. Yeah, there's a lot of things. And there's some different resources I was looking up. Like there was like the homework guy on YouTube, and various, I've been watching a lot of Scotty on YouTube. Just like people, do the research, do some Googling, watch some videos. Obviously don't take one single thing as gospel, like, try to corroborate anything that you hear. But trying to know as much as possible, because these guys, they didn't leave me feeling super confident. They did the whole thing where they'll say, okay, you go on the website and it's like, amazing car, $12,000, and you're like, and it's been listed on their site for like 32 days, and you're like, wow, that sounds great, and it's certified, and you're like, wow, it's too good to be true. And then you show up, you try it, and then you're like, cool, and then you sit down and you're like, okay, the price, and then suddenly that car goes from $12,000 to $20,000 when you're signing. And you're like, where the fuck did that come from? And they're like, well, it's $12,000 for the base price, plus $2,000 security or whatever system, like $800 for $800 for like tires or some shit, $3,000 for some crazy warranty, and then like $1,000 in like document processing or whatever, and then you're like, what the fuck, where did this all come from? And then plus taxes and fees, and you're like, where the fuck did this guy, I didn't ask for this, I didn't ask for this, I didn't ask for this, I didn't ask for that. And they're like, well, on the website it says on the website, in like the smallest fine print possible, it's like might have dealer add-ons maybe. And you're like, okay, but like, how much can they add on? And then they show you, and they're like, this is how much we can add on. And you're like, holy shit, that's shady as hell and really stupid. And it is, and they'll totally do that. That's basically what they did to me. The numbers aren't exactly the same, but that's basically like what they tried to pull. And I was like, no thanks. I was like getting mad and like, I'm just gonna leave. And they're like, wait, what about this? And I was like, fuck you. And they're like, wait, what about this? And I was like, okay, fine. And they're gonna say some shit like, if we sell it to you for $15,000, even though it's listed for $12,000, then we're losing money. And you're like, are you fucking kidding me? You're full of shit. There's no way you're losing money. It's like gambling. The house always wins. So they're full of shit. And you basically have to know as much about cars and buying and selling cars and the laws regarding it, as if like, you're dealing with cops or something like that, and you have to like know your rights, otherwise they'll totally violate violate you. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and save this right now. Buying a car. Because, you know, I could have saved a little bit extra money if I had been a little bit more smart about some of these things, and I could have had a lot more peace of mind if I knew some of these things. In the end, I'm probably gonna be okay. Yeah, maybe I'm out some money. I mean, it's nothing. It's nothing to sneeze at when it's a difference of like a couple $1,000s. That's definitely nothing to sneeze at. At the end of the day, I did get a solid deal, but dealing with, you know, dealers that make you feel really uncomfortable, especially after, you know, the dealer can make you uncomfortable beforehand, but if they're still making you uncomfortable after you bought the car, that's not great. So this is kind of what I've been dealing with and what I've been thinking about. So I just wanted to share that, you know, because it's not the most fun, but yeah, I'm not like an expert now on like buying a car, but I've tried to learn as much as possible in the last couple of weeks, especially after the fact, just to know if I got really screwed or just a little bit screwed. So I think the verdict is a little screwed. If they give me the inspection record, and yeah, because I want something. They gave me like the Carfax. I don't think that counts as an inspection record. It has to detail every little bit of what they did to like say it's certified. So I don't think the Carfax counts. I'm pretty sure. So, you know, I might. Hopefully nothing goes crazy. I might have to consult like a lawyer thing. I really don't want to because I don't want to spend money doing that. Do research your dealer. Online reviews / Better Business Bureau rating, which I kind of did. I looked at their online reviews and it said that they're full of shit and they do stuff like this. And I was like, well, fuck it. If I can get past all this and be like, no, fuck you guys, and get a decent deal, then I'll still deal with them. But I didn't look at the Better Business Bureau rating. The dealer I got from has an F rating, the worst rating from the Better Business Bureau. So if I don't do anything legally, I might make a complaint. We'll see. If everything is fine after I get like the other stuff that I need from them, like this, then I'll probably just leave it alone and I'll just never deal with them again. And I'll, you know how the dealers always like to like have their plates, their plate covers on your car. I'm gonna take those off and I'm gonna replace them with a generic plate cover because fuck those guys. I'm not gonna advertise for them. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't become like a legal battle. Hopefully they get their shit together. But it really seems like a shit show over there. So research your dealer, because the dealer is, I'll say this, dealer can be more important than listed price. Yeah, if there's a difference of like $5,000 or something crazy between dealers, I mean, you have to think about why that is, because it's probably going to be stuff like this. But if there's a bit of a price difference, and maybe even if it's not like the exact same car, because you can't be married, don't get married to a single vehicle, which I think I did decently well. At the end of the day, I kind of knew which model and make car I wanted, so I was looking for that particular car, but I wasn't looking for a particular one of that one. Like even at that same dealership, they had a few of that model. I didn't care about the color. I was like, give me the one with the fewest miles, and that's what they did. But you know, shop around maybe a different make and model. Like obviously some manufacturers have a better reputation than others, like in terms of like the engineering and the longevity of their vehicles. So, obviously, prioritize that if that's what you're, if you just want something that's shiny that'll goes fast, that's one thing. But if you want a car that's going to last you, it's really important to consider those things, like how is the engineering of these manufacturers, but also again, certain model years are better or worse than others for different reasons. And, knowing the different parts of the car and how they run and what people think about it. Obviously, it's harder when the car is newer, like such as certified cars. Generally, they're not going to be older than like 5 years. That's maybe not enough time to get a real sense of how this car is going to run over the lifetime of the vehicle. So you have to consider all these things. But also, if you go to a dealer and they really seem like a bunch of snakes, maybe it's better off not just thinking about, this attractive listed price. For me, I might have gotten away with it okay. I don't know. I just want to get the stuff that I need and never deal with these guys again. If that's the case and I don't have trouble with my car, then maybe I got away with dealing with a shady dealer. But if not, if it drags out and it becomes a whole thing, then I'll have to have learned this lesson the hard way. It's not necessarily usually stuff that I talk about in the streams, but it's been on my mind and I wanted to talk about it. So if anybody else runs into this issue, or if anyone else is thinking about purchasing a vehicle, think about all these things. Really spend, I'd say spend, if there's no rush, spend all year, because, prices fluctuate and, there's certain times of the year, they say the end of the year is better to buy a car. That may only be true for new cars because they're trying to get rid of that model year before the new ones come in. I don't know about used cars. I can't say for sure. Maybe if you know people who are mechanics or used to sell cars. If they still sell cars, they're probably going to want to sell you a car right now. But if they used to sell cars, or if they're a mechanic, you can maybe ask, as long as you trust them. But it's a lot of stuff to keep track of. And this is the biggest purchase I've ever made. Probably will be the biggest purchase for quite some time. There's definitely things that I wish I was a little bit more proactive on. Even though I thought I was doing good research, I thought like all I have to know is know about the car and find a good price. I didn't think I'd have to learn about, the law that protects me as a consumer. I didn't think I'd have to know all this other shit. Because I heard that, dealers aren't as shady as they used to be, but it's apparently not the case. You have some legal protections, but you got to be careful when you're signing things. Thoroughly read each contract as if you were signing your life away. You got to really, really pay attention when it comes to signing things. And if there's something you don't like, ask a question. And if they're pushy, then, don't be afraid to walk away. Walk away if necessary, or even if you just feel like it. I almost did, but I didn't. I didn't take the first offer. I guess I'll say that. But yeah, that's fun stuff. So, let's talk a little bit of music. So, as I mentioned, 5 years ago, I did my little Christmas thing. The year before that, I did a little trumpet Christmas thing, although it wasn't a traditional Christmas tune. And I think the past couple of years, I've been wanting to do it again. I just didn't. I think last year I had a pretty decent idea of what I wanted to do, but I just didn't get around to it because I couldn't really nail down what it was. So today I might just talk about it. I don't know if I'll really get anything on the page. I think I'm just gonna kind of fiddle around during the stream, see if anything really comes to me. But the tune, hold on, let me there's this song called Christmas Song, right? Old chestnuts roasting. It's called Christmas Song, right? The Christmas Song, right? Yeah. Who wrote it? Written by Robert Wells and Mel Torme. Robert Wells, Mel Torme. Arranged. Say R. And yeah. Why? So, I want to bring it back, doing the trumpet Christmas thing, but not trumpet Christmas. I think I'll do 4. So I guess I'll do B flats. So I'll do 2 B flats, 3 B flats, and maybe flugelhorn. I can always just yeah. Key signature, why is it so small? What the fuck? I was thinking E flat major. That's what I was saying, chestnuts roasting on an open fire, is that right? Yeah, E flat. And I don't know. So the idea I had originally for doing this was this should be, I want to edit this. How do I think there's another way to edit this. I can't remember how though. I had to look it up last time. I wanted to change this. So I'll fix that later. So my idea was to have a short, spacey. So let's open up another notepad. Maybe we'll just do the notes today. And then let's get some lyrics up. Let's get some lyrics. I want to do this song because I actually like this song. It's a cool song. It's got a good vibe. There's a certain like wistful vibe that I think can be taken in a couple different directions. So I might still have notes on this from like last year. Let me actually just check. Maybe I'll just do what I wanted to do before. Go through my documents. I swear I made notes. Maybe I did it on another computer or something. Okay, I'll just make new notes. How about that? So I got the lyrics up. I got the lyrics up. So I want to start with 4-part moody trumpet chords. Moody, or how about like sort of like ethereal, sort of like ethereal trumpet chords. Put you in a strange mood, like you're in some unfamiliar but maybe inviting place. And then when I get to the meat of the song, I think I wanted to do sort of like a jazz hop feel. Chestnuts roasting on and something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Jazz hop feel? Jazz hop / R&B feel? Maybe? So I'll put that above because that's just sort of like a general idea. I think I talked about on one of these streams, because I did that every time we touch arrangement, which I've still been fiddling with. I think I did like notes like this on a stream, just kind of talking about it. So intro. Beat of lady. Let's just start with the intro. Let's just roll with it, and maybe we'll get into some big picture stuff. So I was hearing D. Let me just make sure I'm in the right key. D. I'm hearing like half note. D. Da, 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 da. So half note, something like that. I think the default is like around 120 on MuseScore, so it might be sound. What is that? A B flat? Come on. Christ almighty. MuseScore's been giving me a hard time lately. I don't know what the deal is. Oh god. Is it something to do with the shortcuts? These shouldn't have changed. They still work. They're just really unresponsive. Maybe my keyboard's... No, I haven't had keyboard issues with anything else. I think MuseScore is just fucked up. So you press N to change the input mode, which I'm doing. Nothing's happening. There we go. The key's wrong. I just realized. I put B flat instead of E flat. Key signatures, 3 flats. Cool. Yeah, see what I mean? It's like, instead of changing the note, which normally what that does, it changes so, let's see. Let's see. Nice and close. Oh my god. Well, it's only a second apart. Why does it sound so bad? It'll sound fine in the recording. It sounds like shit here. These two are gonna be a little close. Unless I want to put this higher, I might. No, because it's just octaves. I think I want to do some parallel movement. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna change the tempo. Hold on. Let's see. Tempo di... Oh god. It's all small. All fucked up. Dotted half note, dotted eighth note. Grave, largo, lento, larghetto. Adagio, andante. Let's change adagio to ballad. Holiday ballad. And we'll go da, da. Yeah, around 71. It's not too far off. Da, 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 da. Maybe like 74. I don't know. That seems right to me. Let's see. Come on. Play, play, play. Fuck you, play. Fuck you, play. This isn't exactly what I have in mind, but I think it's better to just kind of like, you know, throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. when you're just in the brainstorming phase. So I'm just gonna like finish this little phrase, and then I think I'm gonna call this stream because I spent a lot of time talking about the car stuff. But you see what I'm working on, you see kind of what I'm thinking about. But yeah, this is just, you know, just kind of just trying it, you know. I don't like this too much. I'm gonna put these a little closer just so I have more space. Oh yeah, never mind. I can't do that. Fuck it. Oh Jesus Christ. So I have F and G. Maybe. No, 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 no. Oh, that sounds fucking crazy. Let's just put everything up. Maybe this one. Da 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 dee. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuck off. Let's see what we got. Da da. Maybe. Yandam. E. I'm in F, then I guess I can do a C chord, right? Sounds too nice. I don't want to add too much spice at the bottom, right? Spice should be up here. So what do I do with the fourth trumpet? Be pretty fucking low, huh? Maybe. That sounds kind of crazy, huh? Let's see. It clashes too much with that C sharp. That what is that? Major 7? Maybe. Maybe. keep it interesting. I mean, the MIDI sounds all right, you know. That doesn't sound too bad. Let's see. Let's do it one more time. Chestnuts roasted on an open fire. Boo-dee-dee-dee-dee-ding. For snipping at your nose. Time carols being sung by a choir. Folks dressed up like Eskimos. Body knows a turkey and some mistletoe. They help to make the season bright. They know that Santa's on his way. Maybe for this section I could do like a fucking do like a sort of like D'Angelo / RH Factor vibe with harmonized trumpet fills for the B section. I forget how I wanted to break this up. I wanted to break it up into like vocal stuff and then like like solo sections and like changing the vibe. I really can't remember exactly what it was I wanted to do. Chrima song. Okay. So I mean, it's a start. And I can go back to the vibing I was doing during the stream if I wanted to remember what I was thinking about. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call it because I started a little late. Sorry about that. It is dinner time, and I still have some stuff I gotta take care of. Remember the car stuff, a lot of car stuff. But yeah, appreciate everyone joining in as always. A little bit of a different one, a little more almost like a housekeeping, but yeah, I might continue to work on this next week. I think that'd be a good one for the next Thursday stream. So again, I'll try to shoot for more of a 3:45ish thing. Monday, 7. I don't know if whether I'm gonna just go and try to beat Bastion, or if I'm gonna continue to alternate. Because I was thinking about maybe jumping in to Night in the Woods, just because it's sort of connected to Kentucky Route Zero. But we'll see. I'll play one of those 2 games on Monday. Next Thursday, maybe we'll see more of this. Maybe I'll have fleshed this out a little bit more, and then we can get into maybe I can just kind of show how I'm recording things, or just kind of show the progress. Maybe talk about something else. But that was a quick one. A lot of stuff going on. So thanks for checking in. Hope your weekend goes all right. Stay safe, stay sane, all that good stuff. I'll catch you guys next time on Monday. See you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.